Welcome to Fett's Legacy, everyone. I'm here today to talk about some disappointing news revolving around the KOTOR remake and how it has been delayed indefinitely. But before we get into that, guys, I just want to say I did extend my giveaway for a few extra days, so this is one of your last chances to join that. It will be in the description down below. There are multiple ways to gain extra entries, so make sure you do them all to give yourself the best chance of winning the Amazon gift card. And I want to say thank you all for your support. Please like and subscribe. Hopefully we can get to 100 subscribers soon, and who knows, I may be doing another giveaway. So guys, let's get right into the video. So guys, it's like I said, the Knights of the Old Republic remake has been indefinitely delayed, with apparently them saying a more realistic goal is now 2025, which in my opinion it says a lot about the project right now, and it says a lot about where they're really at, because there was an actual estimated release date of the end of this year, 2022. So if they're saying more realistic is 3 years from now, then that means the project wasn't even close to done already. You know what I mean? Like, you can't delay something indefinitely and say, more realistic is 3 years from now if it was close to being completed. That just wouldn't be the case. And so it has been delayed, indefinitely, because recently they have just fired two directors. It was the art designer and the design director that have been fired. And so, I mean, if you're firing design and art directors this late into the cycle, it was supposed to come out this year, right? If you're firing them this late into the cycle, then, that says really bad things about the remake. That doesn't leave me with a lot of hope. And it just shows where it really was at. Like, we definitely weren't going to get it this year. And I honestly didn't think we were. And I thought it would have been delayed because it's such a massive game. There's so much to do, and it looks like they were trying to really remake it and not just remaster it. If you understand what I'm saying, that means they're not just going to give you the same game and then just kind of update the graphics. They were actually going to change things about the game. So I didn't think it would come that fast, and yeah, it looks like it's not. But after firing the art and design directors, where do they go from here? And it says realistically 2025. They got to hire new directors now. They got to talk about the vision, change the whole game at this point. So it said that Aspire Studios held multiple meetings in July to discuss the game's progress and talk about where it's really at, and telling the employees that development would need to be paused as the company sought out more contract work. So despite internal excitement following the production of Vertical Slice for Lucasfilm and Sony in June, Aspire leadership told staff that the project just wasn't where it needed to be. A week later, design director Brad Prince and art director Jason Miner were fired. Miner confirmed as much via LinkedIn last month, but provided no reason for the departure. Yeah, so we don't have a public reason as to why these two directors were fired, but all it really says is that the project just wasn't where it needed to be. And I mean, that's pretty obvious if now they're saying it's coming out more realistically 2025. But that's not a real confirmed date. That's just kind of a guess. So it could be even longer than that. Who knows if we'll even see it at this point. We could never get the KOTOR remake, which would be really sad because I was really looking forward to this game. It was probably one of the most hyped games for Star Wars fans, if not the most. And I was looking forward to it big time, and I really wanted to play it. So I don't know. That's definitely being put on hold. And I mean, that means also that, some of their future projects are going to be put on hold. And I really don't think Star Wars Eclipse is going to come out anytime soon either. So I don't know. It's not really looking good for Star Wars as a gaming franchise. I know we did talk about a potential Boba Fett game coming not too long ago. But yeah, we just haven't heard much about that. So all we really know of right now as a Star Wars game is Jedi Fallen Order. Well, sorry, Jedi Survivor. And, I mean, that should be coming soon, hopefully. I think next year. But I don't know. I'm hoping that that's going to be good. I mean, the first one was great. I mean, Jedi Fallen Order was one of the best games I ever played. I've always said that. I love the game. And I'm sure the sequel will be good. But it's kind of looking like that's the only thing that Star Wars is really releasing for games right now that we know about. And I just feel like it's kind of disappointing because Star Wars as a license has always made really great games. The Battlefront series and, Jedi Fallen Order, as I mentioned, KOTOR back in the day was, really, really massive. And obviously you have some smaller side games and some of the older Battlefronts as well. But I mean, it just feels like recently, the franchise for gaming has kind of fallen off. And I said this before, relating to movies, that it's fallen off. So this all kind of comes back to Star Wars is kind of becoming a TV franchise now, and that's disappointing to me, because Star Wars has always been, a massive franchise in everything. It's been a movie franchise, it's been a book franchise, comics, merchandise, TV shows, and video games. You know what I mean? So I mean, they've been massive in everything, and now it's kind of just been that they've had success with TV series and merchandise, and that's kind of what Star Wars is right now. Which, I'm not saying is completely a bad thing, because their TV shows, in my opinion, have been pretty good recently, and I'm excited for Andor, and I like what they're doing with the TV shows. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying stop that, but the fact that Star Wars has always been known as a movie franchise and is now falling massively behind in the movie aspect, and we've even seen just Marvel recently give a multi-year, like a 5-year plan of all the shows and movies and stuff that they're releasing. And I mean, it looks incredible. Like some of the stuff that they said, I mean, it looks amazing. 2 more Avengers movies coming, another Black Panther, you got Loki season 2, Blade, Fantastic Four, like so much good stuff, so much exciting stuff. If you're a Marvel fan, which I do like Marvel, some of that stuff really excited me, but I'm a Star Wars guy, and it pains me to see Marvel doing all this great stuff and Star Wars just kind of sitting there. We had Star Wars Celebration just a month or 2 ago, and nothing like that happened. We didn't get a roadmap of stuff coming, and I know we got one not too long ago about some of the shows upcoming, but I'd love to learn more about the movies upcoming and some shows, because we know that Ahsoka is on the way and Mando season 3 is on the way. Obviously Andor is very close, but after that, it's like we don't really know what's going on with Star Wars. We don't know what this is all coming to, if we're gonna get a movie or not. Is Rogue Squadron still coming? Is Taika Waititi's movie even gonna happen? Rian Johnson's trilogy is nowhere to be seen. So yeah, I don't know what's happening to Star Wars. I'm not trying to make this all about the movies, because I did do a video about this, but I'm just trying to say, like, with the movies and now video games, Star Wars is falling off massively. Star Wars has had some of the best video games ever, in my opinion. I named some earlier, even The Force Unleashed, and like it's become a thing where they can't even put out the games, and the games that they are putting out, they're great, but we get very few. You know what I mean? Like, how long has it been since Battlefront 2 release? Like, years, and Jedi Fallen Order was great, but it's been a while now. We're waiting for the sequel that's supposed to come, and then how long is it going to be after that for the next one? Like, where are the Star Wars games, man? Like, for me, I've always been a huge gamer. That's actually one of the reasons I got into Star Wars, was the OG Battlefront 2 on PS2, and I've always been a massive gamer, so I love Star Wars games because it puts 2 of my favorite things together, Star Wars and video games, obviously. And it's just kind of disappointing to see, a lot of delays and a lot of promises like Eclipse and KOTOR remake, and they're really great and they get everyone hyped, and then it just lets down. It just disappoints everyone. Not with the game, but just the delays and stuff. I mean, even if you look at Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, which in my opinion is a great game, I love it. That was delayed for so long. Like, that was supposed to come out like 2 years before it actually dropped. So and it was a great game, and I'd rather the game be finished. But clearly the game wasn't even close to being done if they're delaying it indefinitely and saying maybe 3 years from now. So I just want to talk to you guys a bit about where Star Wars is going, and how now as a gaming franchise it's really falling off. And the disappointing news about the KOTOR remake is obviously not great for a lot of Star Wars fans. A lot of people are interested and excited to play it, including myself, but I don't know, we may never get it at this point. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure you join that giveaway, like and subscribe, and peace.